Hey, what's up, everyone? So, okay, it looks like at least the audio is working. Welcome back. So, it's been a while. I'm gonna do some more kind of ish work-ish stuff. Slide magic camera over. There we go. Okay. Good enough. Okay. So today we are doing um, little Spark library to handle jumbo records. And I'll walk through the code and the approach, and then we'll also just publish it on Maven Central. Yeah, that should be fun. We'll also just publish it. Okay. Well, good news is the audio is working. I just wanted to double check that because, yeah, and now I can put on the Lofi. The Lofi beats because, yeah, Lofi beats make me happy. Oh, or at least a little less stressed out. It's been a long day. But it is gonna be fun. Okay. Doot. Cool. Okay. So we're gonna switch it to terminal. Cool. So yeah, let's task. Okay, we're gonna bring our terminal over here. I was dealing with some printer issues. Ooh. Okay. Yeah. So, we're gonna go into the Spark myth. Oh, I haven't. Have I not? Good question. Okay. Might have done this dev work on my laptop, which makes sense. But I did push it to GitHub if that's the case. Okay, yeah, Spark MythUtils. Okay, so we'll go ahead, git clone. Okay. Wait, do I have Emacs up yet? Yeah, I do. Okay. So, other thing that I want to do, well, yeah. Okay. So we should, there's a bunch of things that we should do. One thing, I should make sure that like it builds and passes on this machine. Which is just like a good way of catching like, you know, if I've got any issues. Okay, clean compile, test. We can see here, you know, we're using Spark 2.4, and I'm going to cross build it. That's actually going to be probably part of the fun for values of fun, which are pretty flexible. Okay, cool. So test pass, that's great. So, oh right, that's the other thing I want to run is Scala style, because this probably is not Scala style sources. Huh, okay. Let's go ahead and start fixing up the issues. Pulse encoder.scala. I would like to import the project. Let's import the build. Project normally means I want to import the build. Okay, so this is the place where the magic happens, as it were, for very flexible versions of the word magic. And there's this compressed array encoder. And there's also this compressed array decoder. And yeah, there's this expression encoder. I kind of, part of me wants to see if we actually, well, okay, let's fix the Scala style issues first. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so line 20, this is too long. Okay. Oh. Uh, this one's 100 line characters on the dot. Oh, 85 characters. No, screw that. I am lazy. We're going with 100. Oh, yeah, but we do still want to break that there because that's 104. Okay. 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 70. Okay, same thing here. Okay. Okay, well, there are some things that we could do. One of them is we can move this entire case class, the compressed array encoder and compressed array decoder, into the object. I guess we could do that, right? That would be fine. Let's do that. So indent region. Let's see what happens. Okay. Did it actually change the indents on things? No, it didn't. God damn it. Whatever. Why is indent region not doing what I thought it would do? Okay. Indent region? Do this, does it do what I want it to do? No. Emacs indent region not working. Yeah. Emacs indent region Scala mode. Whatever. Okay. Hack for now, but YOLO. Go with it. In values of later. That will probably never come because it works well enough on the Spark code base where I spend like my life. Okay, cool. Clean, compile. Let's make sure that still works. Guess we don't need gen. And the alt encoder, alt encoder suite. So from Scala check, we can just import arbitrary. Line 132. Yeah, no. Package object name, method name checker. Yeah. Huh. Project. Okay. Clean up project/project. Project. Just git ignore. Okay. Relax the Scala. Style rules a bit. Okay. Yeah. Fix up Scala style and compiler warnings. Okay. Solid. Now, because I want to cross-build this to different versions of Spark, which is not a super common thing, we're going to bring over this thing called mini crossbuild.pl from my other project, because if I'm left alone for long enough without adult supervision, Perl gets into a project. Let's go take a look at it. Those sound like reasonable versions. Okay, except there is no build SBT. We just do SBT instead of build SBT. What was that sound? Fuck. Let me make sure that wasn't anything important. And by anything important, I mean things that'll get me fired. I think that was probably an unrelated sound. Yeah. Okay, I think it's unrelated. Or it was just like telling me nice job for walking 2 kilometers, which, hey, I'll take it. Okay. What was I doing? Oh yeah, okay. Let's go ahead. Oh yeah. We don't have to back up the build file anymore. Let's. Ooh, okay. Oh, shit. God damn it, Holden. Welcome to the consequences of my own goddamn actions. So Spark Testing Base is no longer built for Scala 2.11 for 2.4 for Spark 2.4 because I am lazy. Problem is, I want to build this for Scala 2.11. Fuck. Oh, the other thing that's a problem that I should clean up is like, what? Fuck, come on, I don't. Sorry. This, Oh no, I did put it in the testing scope. Okay, cool. Uh, okay, I got a few options. One is I could just not test it with Scala 211, which is tempting because, as previously mentioned, I am lazy. On the other hand, I think this is probably one of those times when my laziness uh, comes back to bite me. Okay, so let's go take a look. So, interesting. Interesting. I could do that too. Let's. Let's see what happens. Let's definitely see what happens. Oh. So what we would do here is pretty much this. Let's see. Oh, but specifically SBT-D. Spark version equals 240. Oh, well, this is the default, but like whatever. Plus publish. Let's see if this is going to work. I do not know. I really hope it does. Fudge skulls. Oh, semantic DB. Okay. Semantic DB. So, okay. Well, okay, so for one thing, it's going to be inside of, I think, project, plugins.sbt. Oh, no, it's not. Scala meta. Okay, add compiler, Scala fix semantic DB. Okay. Where is this defined? Like, where did I define this? Huh. Okay. Well, okay, hypothetical. Let's say we skip that for now. Uncomment to run Scala fix. commented out for Scala 211. Because, like, frankly, we don't need it most of the time. Okay. We will see if this works. I'm optimistic. Damn it. Okay. Shared Java Spark context is not abstract and does not override method setup. Spark Apache Spark context. Okay, interesting question. If I just do a regular compile, like just a regular compile, does this work? Or, okay. Go find our shared Java Spark context. Since we want to support Java 7 for now. Okay, this is the last hack that I'm going to do before I just go with the other hack. Compile. Compile. Okay. Well, okay, I know I said that. That. We could just dump this in. Okay, for real this time. Last hack that we're going to do. So we'll probably do another hack. Oh, yeah, okay. Java, Java, and Java. Oh yeah, okay. Whatever. Okay, yeah. There's too much shit that's broken to push this back, I think. So well, okay. Then what we'll do over here inside of our, I do want to, I really do want this. Oh, hello. Um, so I'm working on making Spark testing base work with this old version because I needed to work with this old version for some stuff that I'm doing. Old version of Scala. And I'm debating back and forth, like I keep going back and forth whether or not I actually want to make it work with Scala 2.11 or if I just want to skip testing the Scala 2.11 version of the other code that I'm working on. And so yeah, that's sort of where I'm at. That's yeah, yeah. So I think what I'll do is the same thing that we did over here in Spark testing base. Skip. So then what we'll do here is we'll take essentially we will skip testing if the Scala version is less than 2.12.0. Other thing we're going to do is, yeah, that's probably good enough. Actually, so Maven Central Spark testing base. What is the latest version of this thing? Oh, 1.1. Okay. Well, yeah. And so then here, plus plus, if Scala version dot value two dot 12.0 sequence. Else sequence. Okay. Reload. Oh, okay, cool. Okay, plus plus. Maybe test. So the big picture idea of this is that sometimes in Spark we have a situation where like you have a record that's just really, really big, and serializing it is it's hard. But like we could actually compress it, or we can find a more effective representation of the data. And so this is about allowing people to use really large um, versions of essentially just like jumbo frame records. Yeah, serializing. So it's when we take something in memory and we turn it into a not in memory representation. We start writing it out either to disk or across the network, essentially whenever it has to go outside of the JVM. Yeah, like 42-zip. We're just gonna allow people to say like, hey, there's this field, please zip it for me. So we're gonna call this val. Oh, JVM, Java Virtual Machine. If Scala version is greater than 2.12.0, maybe Spark testing base, maybe don't publish Spark testing base for Scala 2.11 anymore. I mean, oh, Go is another programming language. I think it's pretty cool. No, it's I think Go is worth learning. I haven't really learned it. I've read some Go code. Girl I was dating wrote a lot of Go code. And we collaborated on some projects. So, you know, it was good. And it's really popular in the DevOps space. I would say, maybe I do have to put it here. Hmm. Can I do SBT? The death of me. Yeah, okay. Let's... Okay. So, different idea. We will find out if this works. So, then what we do is we make this a sequence. Yeah. So that should let us get at the spark version value, which I need. Oh, but I can't get at that inside of my if logicals. Okay. How did I do it? Huh. I mean, okay. So, guess. Okay. Try this again. And okay. Okay. Let's see if this does what I want it to do. I would say solid maybe vibes. Semantic DB. Oh yeah, I don't need semantic DB. Oh, I gotta reload though. Okay, cool. That looks like it worked for Scala 211 and Scala 212. Publishing local. Publish. Okay. So that's cool. All right. Whatever. Okay. So. Let's see if that works. Huh. That is a weird POM file, but that looks like maybe it's right. I'm not sure. Let's take a look here. Well, let's go take a look at Sonatype. Sonatype will often tell us if we've got something silly going on. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Notification sounds for a community call that I. Oh no, it's from Carolyn. Cool. Carolyn's on her way home, which is nice. I'm excited. I get to see her again. Okay. So I think staging repositories, and then we can go see here. Activity, open, content, Spark miscutils, 211. Yeah, okay, I mean, that looks close enough to reasonable. Where's the POM file? Yeah, okay, that looks reasonable. Okay, so we are actually going to go ahead and we're going to drop this because what we're going to do, well, actually, yeah. Only run only run tests for Scala 212 because Spark testing base is only defined for 212. Actually, we could use an old version. Whatever. Drop Scalafix semantic DB since we don't need it and it's not happy with Scala 211 either. Git add mini crossbuild.pl git add a script to publish this for different versions of Spark. That sounds cool. Yeah. Ooh, I edited the wrong one. Yee. That happened. Okay. Oh, and there's a 248 now as well, actually. Oh, the other thing that we can do while we're here is we can double check the Spark release candidate. Oh, okay. Can't spell for shit. So let's see here. Is RT3 okay, it looks like actually okay, so yeah, we could test it, but RC3 already did not pass. So we'll wait for RC4 to come and then we'll test. What does Spark do with serializing? Yeah, so since Spark runs on a bunch of different computers, it has to serialize data when it needs to send it in between the different computers. And so this happens when it has to do something like a shuffle. And a shuffle happens when you have some logic which is like similar to something like a group by key, or essentially like you want all of the information with the same key on the same computer. And there's many variations of this idea and many different things that can trigger a shuffle, but that's just like the common example. Oh, hells yeah. Okay, so this is gonna take a while. Because yeah, that's just kind of the deal. But we can see like solid progress. Um, yeah, yeah, like sorting a massive spreadsheet by first name and then last name. Exactly. So like, although instead of the spreadsheet, it might be like sorting all of the movies ever watched by actor, right? Yeah, yeah. Hella on point, Vanix. You got it. 100%. 100%. Do, 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 do. Ah, yeah. Okay. Oh, well, building for all these different versions is annoying, but yeah, I love you. Actually, wait, do I have to build for all these different versions? Or do I mark Spark as provided? Maybe I can mark Spark as provided with Spark Miscues Hills. Um, eh, or we could just assume that the override happens. Yeah. So like, there's a whole bunch of people working with that much data. I work for Netflix in my day job. We are working with large amounts of data. Worked at Google before, also large amounts of data. Same thing with Microsoft, same thing with IBM. And you'd be surprised though, like, so there's like sort of the situation which we talked about with 256 trillion entries, but then there's also like, let's say, smaller example, for example, could be like, we're trying to predict people's power usage, right, in California. And that's like not nearly as much data, um, but I mean, we still might have minute by minute data from like the smart meters, and it might actually still be pretty large now that I think about it. But let's say, for example, it's smaller, right? Um, and so we want to predict everyone's usage, but training a model for each person actually like takes a fair amount of time. And so the other situation where you can get into it, where these tools are still useful, is the situation where the data itself might not be huge, but it's going to take a while to do for each person. Or by person I mean record, but you know what I mean. And so that's kind of the idea. Um, Actually, for the Spark Miscue Tells one, I think we should be fine just building for 2, 4, 3, 0, and 3, 1. Special 310 was not properly released. Yeah. Wait, we don't use any internals. Public APIs, we should be binary compatible within within a release line. Okay, so then what we can do here is we can go ahead and hit refresh, and I'm going to drop it again. And this should make the build a little bit faster. Yeah. So like yeah, like a lot of situations where you see people with this much data are like definitely in AI places, right? Where you just have like so much information. And actually that's sort of like one of those situations where like this thing that we've been working on might be useful. So it's an encoder, right? And it's a situation where like we might have something represented as binary data, but we might actually be able to compress it pretty well. And so like we could see that with like maybe certain types of images or stuff like that, that we might be like, you know, I don't know, movie posters or something. Probably not movie posters. There's not that many of them, but like, you know, other things. Pictures of cats, you know, the important things the internet was built for. Okay. So I am hoping, albeit perhaps unreasonably so, but I am hoping that this release succeeds soon. For values of succeed, which is flexible, but yeah. And then I think I'm gonna take a quick break, maybe have a snack once this release is done, and then after that, I'm gonna try and get the code from last week that we got working on Gitpod, working on code spaces, and we'll see if that works out. And cool. So that looks like a success. Everything built. Let's go take a look. Refresh. Okay. And then we go here, and we go content, Holden Caro, Spark Miss Util 211. Yeah, it's only for 2.4. Oh, 2.12, also only for 2.4. Now that's a little funky. So that means that our -d Spark version thing is not actually doing what I want it to do? Or, no, because like this says 310. Right, let's go up here. Oh, no, compilation fail. Okay. The joys of life. Okay. So when we get to Spark 3, we have too many arguments for constructor expression encoder. God damn it. Okay. I was really hoping that this wasn't going to have to be a pile of garbage code, but it looks like it is. That's okay. That's okay. So let's go find it. Where is it? It is expression encoder. Okay. Expression encoder.scala. Okay. So in this version of expression encoder, we have serializer, deserializer, and clash tag, and they always do flatten. I'm guessing that's sort of what I'm guessing down here. Object serializer, object deserializer, class tag. Okay. Well, so much for that. I want to try something. Let's go take a look. So we're going to go take a look at version 2.4, and we're going to see if we can figure out another way to construct this expression encoder that stays the same between version 2.4 and 3.0. The answer might be no. That just might not be a party, and in that case, we get to write different versions of our code. Looks like it. Okay. Well, that's my life. That's a party. So essentially, in the new version of Spark, they simplified this class, expression encoder, a little bit. And that's great. I think, like, yeah, we don't really need to specify these things here, right? I think in practice, we always did it in flat mode anyways. And the schema, yeah, okay. So we are going to end up making two slightly different versions of the code. That's a little bit annoying, but it is totally 100% doable. Okay, Spark version dot value. So I'm pretty sure, there we go. So this is what we're going to end up doing over in our build.sbt inside of Spark MissQtils. Okay, so yep. I think we will find out core sources. Core sources. I'm hoping at the very least we should be able to do something a little smarter. We will find out though. So if Spark version is greater than, so if Spark version value is less than 3.0, our source is going to be 2.4. Otherwise, yeah, okay. Yeah. Else. Three dot oh. Okay, so that should work. And what we'll end up doing here. This is gonna. Everything always gets funky, but that's my life. I make money. SRC main, and then what we'll do, mkdir, well, get mv, SRC main, well, what's inside of SRC main? Yeah, everything's inside of alt encoder. So we're actually probably going to move stuff around a little bit as a result of this, because it's a little bit annoying. So I think we should be able to, this part should be able to be shared. So then do here, yeah. Okay, instead of alt encoder, we'll call this compressed encoder.scala. Okay. Compressed array encoder.scala. Sure. Okay. Compressed array decoder.scala. Okay, cool. Like, I mean, fair. These are, like, big enough. They probably shouldn't factor out anyways, but I am lazy, which is why I didn't. Yeah, so I just look at the error message, and then it sort of tells me what's not working in the new version. Um, and then I think about the parts that I can keep and the parts that I'm going to have to change. And so the parts that I can keep are the parts that I'm right now putting into these independent files. Because the part that's going to vary is just going to be this part here. This is the part that's going to end up varying. So this thing doesn't need any code gen. Does need an expression encoder. Does need column ordinal. It does make a class tag. It doesn't use any of these zips functions. Okay. SRC main, Scala, com, holding caro, Spark, MISC, utils. Except SRC main 2.4. I do this. I'll move this over here. I'll add these back. And this one, we don't need serializer, and we don't need schema. Expression encoder. Okay, let's see what happens. First things first, want to see if it still builds for the version that it has been working on before. Solid note. Okay. Looks like, yeah, chunk size. Okay. Alt encoder. Okay. Yeah, we don't need chunk size here anymore. Okay. We do use it in the compressed array decoder. Yeah. Large chunk size, but you shouldn't be using this unless you have a lot of data. Unless you have jumbo records. Okay. Oh, why did I make that a string? Okay. So compressed array decoder does not use Scala reflection. Story checks out. Does not use that. It doesn't use get column by ordinal. Really? Okay. Okay, let's go take a look at compressed array encoder and clean up. Oh, this is Scala. But Scala and Java play together, which is why I talked about things like the JVM. So now, let's see if it works with start free. Solid Noperino. Oh, well, that's because that's not a real value. 3.0.0 is an actual value. Yeah. Okay. Encoder.scala inside of 3.0 sensibly does not need. Okay, and then if we go look at the expression encoder, let's go back to the previous branch that we were on. Okay, I guess no longer passive in is named. Do we pass in a sequence? Well, it doesn't look like it. Cool. Let's see if the test passed. Hell yeah. Okay. Okay. Okay, looks like it works. Great. So git commit -am, make this work for different versions of Spark, expression encoder, API change, and 3.0. Cool. Now we can go ahead and try and release it again. First, we'll drop it. Actually, you know what? This seems like maybe um, hash for loop. GitHub Actions, Scala. Uh, what is it? Spark, misutils. Okay. Shell scripts instead. Not everyone has Perl. Okay. Java. Oh, about 8. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Add a workflow. Let's make sure that the CI can run. Ah. Cool. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like the CI is running. Which is nice. Fancy folk like that. Okay, staging repositories. Come on, 11. Okay, cool. Looks like it finally worked. Very excited. And so actually what we're gonna do, I'm gonna close this. And we'll refresh. Make sure my signatures are valid, I guess. Okay. All rules passed. Why won't you let me release it yet? Repository closed. Yay, I can release it. Okay. Release. Spiral from SQTils. Cool. So that's it. It'll take a while to make it to Maven Central, but this should now be available for people to use. And it sounds like Carolyn just got home, so this is a great time. So thanks everyone for joining, especially Vanex. Thanks for chatting. Really nice. I'll see y'all around. Bye.